With reaction, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. You know, you said something that really caught my interest. We'll start with COVID, that Dr. Fauci saw everything you saw. But you came to a very different conclusion than what he was saying publicly. And what is it with them trying to silence the State Department?
Well, Sean, thanks for having me on tonight. He certainly would have seen everything that I saw. There would have been a whole bunch of folks that would have seen the same information. He came to a different conclusion, or at least he publicly stated that he did. I don't know how anybody could have seen by March and April of 2020, how anyone could have seen the accumulated evidence surrounding the Wuhan Institute of Virology and conclude that there was no chance that the virus escaped from this place. The evidence had become overwhelming. It continues to grow. And yet I heard Dr. Fauci this week say, I think the Chinese have every incentive to come clean about this. I mean, that's crazy naive, Sean. They have every incentive to do what they did in 1989, which is to kill thousands of their own people. And today that's to cover up what they did, which has now resulted in the deaths of millions of people around the world. I don't understand Dr. Fauci's continuing to tout and give the Chinese Communist Party benefit of the doubt when they have no sense earned that. And then I also don't understand why, both publicly and privately, they were working to make sure that the State Department, my small team that was working on this project, they didn't want us to complete the task.
And so basically what you're saying would explain why it was either April or May that President Trump, then President Trump, stated publicly that it likely came from the lab, which, by the way, everybody knew was involved in gain of function research and involved with coronaviruses. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
It does, Sean. Look, the evidence was circumstantial, but it was growing. And the evidence that this was a transmission issue was almost non-existent. So we heard what President Trump said, what I said in early May of 2020. We said that there was enormous evidence that this was an escape from this virology laboratory that was being operated in a dangerous way. And Sean, it's worth noting, probably still is to this day. I haven't seen any indication they've changed what they're doing there. This is a real risk that is ongoing. We need to get to the bottom of it. I don't see any effort from the Biden administration to take seriously what the Chinese Communist Party continues to be engaged in and impose enormous costs on them so that they'll stop doing this and stop putting the American people at risk.
You know, we have big investment equity firms, Goldman Sachs, Deutsche Bank, JP Morgan, Chase. They kind of know what they're doing. I've yet to see any evidence that Hunter Biden had any experience in any of this at all, kind of like when he went on Good Morning America and admitted he had no experience in energy, in oil, in gas, or Ukraine. And then the question was, well, why did they give you all this money? Well, I don't know, he said. Could it be that your father was vice president? Probably. That was his answer. Now we have the issue here. Now, $1.5 billion deal with the Bank of China. Okay. Then we've got a $100,000 shopping spree from a Chinese national. Now, I don't know, Mr. Secretary, maybe I just believe in following the law and I don't believe in taking things for free. I don't think any Chinese national would ever give anybody watching this program tonight $100,000 to take their family on a shopping spree or a sweetheart deal and bypass, Goldman Sachs and Deutsche Bank and go with Hunter Biden, then a crack addict, and his new firm.
Sean, the Chinese Communist Party is very strategic about how they spend every penny. I have never seen them give 1 red cent when they didn't think they were going to get an enormous return for themselves on their money. So if they were providing resources, money to Hunter Biden, there was something they thought they were getting it. There's no evidence that that was financial expertise or expertise in his field. And when you hear the now president, then Vice President Biden say, well, I never talked about with my son about those businesses. It seems just as a dad, that seems incomprehensible to me that those topics didn't arise. And then the last point, Sean, remember, back when he was vice president, he was traveling to Ukraine. The State Department officials, George Kent, the ambassador Yovanovitch, were very worried about his visit. They were worried about the story they were going to tell and the connections between between Hunter Biden and Burisma that they might have to explain if Vice President Biden took questions on his visit there.
Let me ask you, if anyone with the last name Trump or Hannity, I don't know, I always put myself in this position. If I got $3.5 million from a Russian oligarch, the former First Lady of Moscow, and I got a brand new expensive sports car from a Kazakhstan oligarch, and then the whole Burisma deal with no experience, millions of dollars, and then the Bank of China. Joe Biden denied ever talking to Hunter about any foreign business dealings. Now we have pictures that have emerged of him not only talking about it, meeting with these foreign business partners of Hunter. My question to you is, where's the conflict of interest investigation? Because if it was Trump, I'm guessing there would be one, and we'd hear about it every second, every minute, every hour of every day in the media.
Sean, you would. It'd be top of the fold, Washington Post, New York Times, MSNBC, every moment of every day. There was apparently a deep conflict of interest here. The American people have a right to know precisely what happened, who got money when, and why. It's certainly the case that the media wants to cover up what Vice President Biden may have done, these conversations that he would have had with his son, his involvement, his connection when he traveled to Ukraine as vice president. These are important strategic questions for American security.
You know, Mr. Secretary, we need the adults back in charge that actually get respect from these countries, because right now they're testing Biden, and I don't think he's meeting the challenge at this moment. Very challenging times. Thank you, sir, for being with us.
Thank you.